What I would say, given this disparity based on the $500,000 homes and above, you say, okay, why is that discrepancy so great? And if you look at the first-time home buyer, their alternative is renting, and rents are increasing faster than interest rates. So they really don't have any options. So that same demand is not going away. Where you're losing a little bit of the buyer pool is the people that own a $275,000, $300,000 home that are moving up.
Right.
And they're saying, I don't want to give up my 3.25% interest rate to move up.
Yeah.
And so that's putting pressure on the amount of homes in the 250 range that are being listed, as well as it's a reduced buyer pool in the $500,000 and plus. So then I say, okay, who is generalizing? Who is the buyer pool for that $500,000 home and plus?
Right.
And I would say a lot of it is people coming out of the area, not all, but a lot of that, if you're saying if you're listing your home at $600,000 and you're saying who is the potential buyer for that,
right.
I would say a lot of it you have to cater to an out-of-state buyer, an out-of-town buyer coming to town for employment.
How do you guys do that? How do you reach out to that person out there?
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head, is you got to say, okay, if I'm a seller, what do I need to do to make sure my home is marketable to potentially an out-of-town buyer? And from my opinions, and there's lots of good explanations, I think if a family's coming out of town, one spouse is coming here for employment, the other one's got so much on their plate, putting those kids in school, they want a move-in ready home.
Absolutely.
Everything done. Not having to worry about painting, carpeting. They don't want to have that extra burden because they've already got so much else on their plate.
Yeah.
The other thing is they're not familiar with the neighborhoods, the areas, the school, and all of that. So having information as simple as drone aerial shots showing the neighborhood, having resources for the neighborhood. There's a lot of other things to make them aware of, give them options to educate them about different neighborhoods where you might not have to spend that amount of energy with someone that's lived here for 20 years.
Marketing is very important.
Correct.
Right.
And so that's how we extrapolate, okay, this is what the data's saying, this is how we interpret it, and then gauge our activities for our clients in specific price points.